Hey everyone, welcome back to the Justfly channel. My name is Jay and I'm the host of this channel. And today, we haven't got that much Microsoft Flight Simulator news due to the fact of the launch of 2024's game. But nevertheless, we still have a bit of information about some interesting and exciting things coming up. Let's not waste any time, let's get straight into it. Before we do, make sure you subscribe and get me to 1,000 subscribers and that would be much appreciated. Now, let's get in straight with the rest of this video. Kicking off the news, Microsoft has released an update for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, which brings it to version 1.1.9.0. Although it doesn't really seem like an update and more like a hotfix, addressing only a handful of bugs and sort of bits and bobs that wasn't working. The update fixes various amounts of crashing, including a crash caused by selecting a as arrival in the EFB and another crash that was triggered by closing and opening the camera menu after playing with the drone focus setting. There have also been several general bugs fixes, one of which is fixing the missing mouse cursor in the Xbox Live sign-in pop-up screen. Issues regarding input profiles, aircraft selection, and help page also has been addressed. All in all, it isn't really a big update, but it welcomes one nonetheless, and rather a quick following on from 3 days after the debatable release, which I am not going to talk about on this channel. If you would like to, you could follow the link in the description for the full changelog. And if you encounter yourself with any sort of issues regarding Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, be sure to report it to Microsoft Flight Simulator's forums or send it to their help desk and they will see what they could do. After the release of the early access version of the product early this month, iFly has released the complete version of their 737 Max 8 add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator with the latest version 1.0.0. Now, with this release of version 1.0.0, iFly has added over 130 new features and fixes to the aircraft, while the aircraft is still performed well in early access. Flight simmers can now fly with all the systems more accurately representing a real 737 Max 8. Some of the major improvements that are baked into this version include an adjust engine spool rate, improved nose wheel steering when using rudder pedals, improved LNAV and VNAV, countless cockpit lighting, and texture improvements, and so much more. Now, it is very important to note that users must follow specific instructions to download this new version, since it requires a full product replacement. To properly install version 1.0.0, users must ensure that Microsoft Flight Simulator and the iFly plugin are not running at all. Manually delete all the files from the open data folder selection located in the manage product page and then press uninstall. After all of these steps are completed, the iFly 737 Max 8 should be removed from your community folder in Microsoft Flight Simulator. An update has also been released for the iFly manager as well, so it's recommended to install a new version before installing the version 1.0.0 of the 737 Max 8. Now, overall, it is exciting for the flight simulation community that the iFly 737 Max 8 has officially graduated from early access. As the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is now here, iFly stated that they will start beginning researching on if this is going to be compatible. Now, no official timeline for the 737 Max 8 will be ready at this present moment for takeoff in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, for those who want to purchase the iFly 737 Max 8 and haven't done it just yet, you'll need to do so from the Flight One website via the Flight One agent. I'll leave the installer for the Flight One agent in the link in the description. It will cost you $69.95 for the full version, which is version 1.0.0. Obviously, I will leave also inside the description the changelog, which will send you straight to Flight One's Discord. DJ Choice on a beat. Now, moving to PMDG, Robert has shared some information about their products and compatibilities for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, to begin with, Robert shares that the team has been answering questions from Microsoft in an effect that this is hopefully to make sure that PMDG's existing lineup will be compatible on day one. However, we do not know any sort of information. As you could see already, the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace was not available. Now, this means that they could still go on with the test test and things like that and make sure that everything is ready for what I would like to say day one launch of the marketplace. Now obviously issues have appeared here and there, but obviously that will be fixed when it comes to it. Now Robert also breaks down the 3 categories that PMDG's products will be broken into. These categories are Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 only, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024 compatible, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 only. He also shared that as it stands, PMDG can fit all of their existing products into the MSFS 2020 and 2024 compatible list. This category is for products built for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, but compatible with 2024's new game without any changes. Some of the recently announced products in PMDG's lineup, such as the 747-400 and the 747 Classic Whale, will be in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 only category. This means that the product will only be developed for the new game. Furthermore, Robert shared that PMDG has been elevating the new features of the new game. This process is still ongoing, but the developers have shared some excitement to bring some of the new features over to the product lineup without elaborating what features specifically. With that in mind, Robert also shared that there might be an upgrade pricing involved for these new features in the PMDG's existing product lineup. The Boeing 737 for Microsoft Flight Simulator lineup will receive a significant upgrade for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and there will be a modest change for the upgrade, which will not be a new version purchase. If you already own the 2020 version, as same for the 777-300ER, a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 version upgrade will be made available, and the team does not yet know what the pricing will be at this present moment, but all we know is that it will be very small. Now the DC-6 Cloud Master will not be updated for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 features. Robert concludes with a separate update regarding the Boeing 777F, which was originally set to be released back in August. The developer decided to push back this release date as internal delays caused the plane release window to kind of like move due to the fact of 2024's release and marketing. Furthermore, Robert wanted to ensure that the 777 could be made compatible with both sims. The 777F will be rebuilt for 2024's SDK, and the team does not yet know much about what's going to be going on. This might also mean that the 777F will not be released for 2020 though, just due to the fact of how much things are going to be in the way. FlightSimLabs has confirmed that they are bringing the Airbus A321 to both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. This is having been released a teaser trailer showcasing the icing effects and de-icing systems. The video trailer shows how ice and snow builds up on the aircraft as it sits on the stand and demonstrates how the pilot is able to request the appropriate de-icing services from the MCDU. Additionally, the video is accompanied by an announcement that the aircraft is coming soon to both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and eventually 2024 as a free upgrade. The post goes on to state that the aircraft will include realistic environmental interactions with Microsoft Flight Simulator's advanced weather engine and an enhanced immersion for those who demanded the highest level of simulation realism. The video is among some of the first teaser contents from FlightSimLabs that they have released, after precisely confirming that the existence of their A321 in Microsoft Flight Simulator after a mysterious website has been discovered that altered to the aircraft's existence, being before removed. However, shortly after the website was taken down, the CEO from FlightSimLabs confirmed that the website was indeed real and they are releasing an A321 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Obviously, we have an A321 already inside of Microsoft Flight Simulator from Phoenix, but let's see what this one could bring to the table. The developers behind the E-Jet series and the 727 freighter has provided a few words on their future for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Plus, we also got a sneak peek at the up-and-coming LNAV and how much progress it has made for the E-Jet series. To begin, FSS said that whilst Microsoft Flight Simulator is exciting, they are very much working on the 2020 products, with finishing off the E-Jets top of their list. They are looking forward to taking advantage of the new features that they have in their line of products, but top priority is to ensure that customers who purchase the E-Jets will get a finished and complete product. The custom FMC is one of the top priority items for the E-Jet. They began by saying work continues at a rapid pace on all aspects of the new FMS and autopilot system, and though we know many are frustrated by the delays, and we entirely understand, we have a lot of progress to share to you today. Now, the custom LNAV module is nearly ready to go, and they claim that the new systems has the compatibility of drawing almost any route that they can throw at it. You could see how the custom LNAV is functioning via the video shown on screen. Now, whilst the LNAV is coming along nicely, work continues on the VNAV functionalities. Once the path generation is finished, they will work much more closely on the vertical tracking code to ensure that both will work side by side to provide accurate autopilot compatibilities. All for the MCDU, it is being recoded into C++ to be more efficient. They said that this is a bit more of a complex task, but numerous MCDU pages are already complete. Once they are a bit closer to finishing the whole thing, they'll show us a little bit more on it. The team is also going to be with X-Crafts again to model the Leverage 1000 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just as before, the team will receive the model and the artwork from X-Crafts once they have finished their work, and then FSS will rework it to take advantage of Microsoft Flight Simulator's graphics tech. Now, to prevent users from running around asking FSS, when is it coming out? FSS will not be applying any timeline and will remain cautious about release dates. They will only share the release date when they are 100% certain. As for key information, expect a detailed blog post once a quarter in order to spend more time on development and less time on creating blog posts to explain what every single detail is at this present moment. Developers Got Friends has issued several product updates ahead of the highly anticipated launch of the game. The update concerns both Got Friends payware add-ons and also the freeware ones as well, although not all products will be made compatible for the new game. The update brings changes and fixes for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and ensures compatibility with 2024 on day one. The products can be downloaded from your account on Got Friends website right now, and the products will be submitted to Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace later that week. Orbex has announced on their Discord page that OV10 Bronco received an update for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The OV10 Bronco from AzurPoly is a light attack and observation aircraft known for its unique look with its famous twin boom design. This product is a faithfully recreation of the real counterpart, including high quality textures, sounds, and systems. The new update now includes fixes to make it compatible with the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Furthermore, some additional updates further redefine the add-on, including an embedded PMS50 GNT package for those flying on Xbox. If you're also interested in picking up a copy of this, it'll be on the marketplace or on Orbex site for $29.26, which is roughly around about £29.08. DWK on the track. Following the news that DC Designs were to update its Concorde for Microsoft Flight Simulator, the item has now received version 1.0.7 that brings it a rebuild aircraft, new features, and much more. The team spent time rebuilding many of the details in the flight deck, including the texture art for improved detail and accuracy. Alongside this, there is now new exterior normal maps with higher resolution and a revisited UV map on the fuselage for even more greater accuracy. There has also been a new system and instrument drum, gauges, and controls. There is also visibility for the FMC so that the users can choose between FMC and the INS navigation. Finally, a new Concorde prototype livery and further BA liveries have also been added to the package. If you would like to update it or you need to buy it, you could go over to Justfly's website right now and get yourself a copy for £27.99. Now, I think it's only right after talking about a whole bunch of aircrafts going to GSX. Version 3.2.8 of GSX has now been released from FSDreamTeam. The new update provides users with new passengers for the fly-by-wire simulations A380X and adds support for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. With the new update, you could get seated passengers in your fly-by-wire simulations A380X. Note that is only available on the lower deck right now. GSX has been updated to include compatibility with 2024's game, but that said, there is some caveats that need to be considered, which has been shared by FSDreamTeam. This includes that firstly, this is not currently possible to create GSX profiles for any of the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 planes. FSDreamTeam is looking into a way to detect the planes being used so that it could be identified by GSX so that profiles can be attached to it. They're also seeking clarification from Microsoft and Asobo and will update us in due course. As for the jetways, FSDreamTeam asks that you do not report any issues with gateways as GSX has no effect on them. There are some differences in how they work and therefore require developers to update and fix jetways to work for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. For now, you could download GSX via the live update tool found on your machine. There is specific instructions that you might have to go through. For example, on my one, I had to go to where it said Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 FS Store, switch it over and then press the relink button, which after that you have both linked up. So you could still use it on 2020, but you still have it on 2024. So you get to switch between the two different simulators. Home to one of the largest flying clubs in the UK and a former Royal Air Force station, Sherburn-in-Elmet Airfield, also known as Echo Golf Sierra Juliet, has been brought to life in both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and the brand new 2024 game by established developers UK 2000 Scenery. Located in the country of North Yorkshire in England, the small but busy airfield has one 828 meters long tarmac runway and 3 grass strips for aviators to choose from. The strip even has an RMP approach for instrument-rated pilots to use. The General Aviation Airfield, which serves as a hub for private flying, flight training, and other activities, come to Microsoft Flight Simulator with full detailed buildings, realistic ground markings, and high-resolution ground imagery. UK 2000 Sceneries also boasts scenery packages, delivers good frame rates, an impressive array of night effects and PBR models. Now you could purchase right now UK 2000's Echo Golf Sierra Juliet for Microsoft Flight Simulator and 2024 at simmarket.com for €7.99. And that is it for today's Microsoft Flight Simulator video. This one has been very short, so obviously this is the reason why this video came out early. Now I would like to say there are 2 videos coming up brought to you by Orbex, but we'll talk about that when it comes close to the time. That should be coming out later on next week. Anyway, it has been your boy Jay, and I hope to see you in another video. And as always, happy flying.